A legacy of autonomy. Article 370 and Jammu and Kashmir. Article 370 stood as a testament to the unique history of Jammu and Kashmir within the Indian Union. Enacted in 1954, this constitutional provision granted special status to the state, acknowledging its distinct identity and providing a framework for its governance. It recognized the princely state's accession to India in 1947, under unique circumstances. This article, however, was never intended to be permanent. It included provisions for its own eventual abrogation. This temporary nature of Article 370 formed a point of contention for decades. Supporters argued for its preservation, emphasizing its role in safeguarding Kashmiri culture and autonomy. Opponents, on the other hand, viewed it as a barrier to complete integration with India. This debate intensified in 2019 when the Indian government took the unprecedented step of revoking Article 370, forever altering the relationship between Jammu and Kashmir and the rest of the nation. The ramifications of this decision were immediate and far-reaching, prompting legal challenges, igniting political debates, and raising concerns about the future of this sensitive region. Understanding Article 370, its historical context, and its eventual abrogation is crucial for grasping the complexities that continue to shape the narrative of Jammu and Kashmir. The abrogation of Article 370 in 2019 sent shockwaves through India's political and legal landscape. This monumental decision taken by the central government faced immediate challenges and landed before the Supreme Court of India. As the highest judicial authority in the land, the court's role was to determine the constitutional validity of the government's actions. The nation held its breath as the legal battle unfolded, with arguments and counter-arguments presented before a panel of esteemed judges. At the heart of the matter lay fundamental questions about federalism, the balance of power between the central government and the states, and the very nature of India's democracy. In a landmark verdict, the Supreme Court upheld the Indian government's decision to revoke Article 370. This ruling, while controversial, solidified the central government's authority in altering Jammu and Kashmir's status. The court's interpretation of the Constitution and its stance on this sensitive issue sent ripples through the legal fraternity and ignited debates about the future of federalism in India. This verdict, a defining moment in India's legal history, continues to be analysed and debated for its implications on the country's constitutional framework and the delicate balance of power within its diverse polity. Following the abrogation of Article 370, the Indian government implemented a significant administrative restructuring of Jammu and Kashmir. The former state, once possessing a unique degree of autonomy, was bifurcated into two separate union territories, Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh. This reorganization, while presented as a means to improve governance and development, sparked a wave of reactions and concerns. The newly formed union territories now fell under the direct control of the central government, with administrators appointed by New Delhi. This marked a significant departure from the previous arrangement, where the state government, elected by the people of Jammu and Kashmir, held considerable decision-making power. The implications of this reorganization were profound, impacting the political landscape, administrative structures, and the daily lives of the people. Critics argued that the move further centralized power, undermining the principles of federalism and potentially exacerbating existing tensions within the region. Others, however, saw it as an opportunity for increased development and stability, believing that direct control from the central government could address long-standing issues and bring about much-needed progress. The long-term consequences of this reorganization remain to be fully understood as the region navigates this new phase in its political and administrative journey. Article 35A, which granted special rights and privileges to the residents of Jammu and Kashmir, was a critical aspect of the state's autonomy. Its abrogation, along with Article 370, has led to significant changes. The aftermath saw a mix of responses, from celebrations to protests, reflecting the diverse perspectives of the people affected. Revisiting the concept of autonomy in Jammu and Kashmir, it's important to understand the historical context. The region's special status was designed to preserve its unique identity and culture. However, the revocation of this status has sparked debates on regional autonomy and integration with the rest of India. The immediate impacts of the abrogation of Article 370 included a lockdown and communication blackout in the region. Over time, the long-term impacts began to emerge, such as changes in land ownership laws and increased central government involvement. The socio-economic landscape of Jammu and Kashmir continues to evolve in response to these changes. Looking ahead, the future trajectory of Jammu and Kashmir remains uncertain. The region's path will likely be shaped by ongoing political developments, economic initiatives, and the voices of its people. As Jammu and Kashmir navigate this new chapter, the balance between integration and autonomy will be a key factor in its journey forward.